Alright, so me and Pops just drove up north to central Ontario. It's a pretty significant deer yard. Basically, we're going to drive the roads, a few snowmobile trails, and we're going to try and scout it out and see if we can find where the deer are most concentrated to potentially come up here in the late spring for a 2 or 3 day maybe shed hunt. So we'll see if we can lock them down. We're not going to get in the woods and disturb the deer at all. We're going to do everything from the truck and from the snowmobile. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if maybe we get some footage of some deer and just see if we can narrow them down. So when we come up here in the spring, we'll have our best odds of maybe finding an antler.
So we're looking for hemlock stands, we hope, because to get to this hemlock stand, we had to wade through knee-deep snow, and as soon as you get in underneath the hemlock, you get significantly less snow. And that's why the deer like it, and that's why they bed here, and that's where we're hoping to find their antlers in the spring.
So that's definitely not what you want to find. That's a little shed buck. Son of a gun.
So you cut the femur. That's the biggest bone coming off the pelvis. You're looking at it in cross section. You always get blood on it when you cut it. So you scrape any blood that you put on it off, and if the deer is happy and healthy and fat, the marrow will be snow white, and there will be no gap at all between the marrow and the bone. So when you look at this marrow, you can see it is white, but you see reddish areas right here and a definite gap here. So the fat content is nowhere near what it would be if he was fat. So he is skinny. Now, for him to be really in bad condition, this marrow would be loose and almost bloody looking. That would be a deer near death. And that's all I have to say about that. Alright, we took out his femur, chopped it in half, checked his marrow. He's not in great shape, but he certainly isn't starving to death necessarily. We wondered, is he an old buck or young buck? So we took out a portion of the jawbone that you need. We look at his teeth wear, and he's obviously not an old buck. He would be at the most 3.5 years old by that wear. And overall condition, we can see here, his back straps are not full. He's kind of what we call a razorback, so his spinal column is, the meat around it is compressing. He's eating that up. And so probably what happens is there's a very fresh logging operation here. They've been dropping big trees. He got up on this ridge in the deep snow, and he shouldn't have done that because the coyotes got on him. Ran him down in the deep snow.
It's right on top of that guy's truck box. So I'm pretty sure he stashed it there. So we'll leave it. Right on. All right, so me and Pops and Chels had an awesome 2 days. We think we got them. We got a few spots on the map narrowed down. So a bunch of chunks of bush we're going to focus on in the spring. So we're really excited to get back up here. And I'm excited to do some filming of shed hunting for the 2017 season. So if you like the video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to have some shed action coming your way soon. Right on.